What's up YouTube? Javi here at Javi's Boom Tech, and today we're finally checking out the Ion Road Warrior. You're not gonna want to miss this, so stick around. Alright guys, so here we have it, the Ion Road Warrior, a massive 500 watt portable Bluetooth speaker. Now I do say portable because even though it does weigh in at just under 30 pounds, because of that included rechargeable battery, you are able to take it to places such as the beach like I did here today and get about 12 hours of battery life. Now that will be heavily dependent on how loud you have the speaker. Obviously the louder you have it, the less battery time you will get. Now immediately when looking at the speaker, the first thing you're going to notice are the dual 10-inch woofers on the front of this thing that are capable of producing some massive sound. You also have dual 1-inch tweeters to handle your highs. In the center of the speaker you have your little control console, which has a small LCD screen in the center, which will tell you the battery life, the volume level, and what source you're currently in, whether you're playing the radio or in Bluetooth mode. Now circling the control panel, you have your control buttons, you have source, volume controls, your volume up, volume down, and your mic volume up, volume down if you do plan on using this as a PA system. You also have a nice little feature that they've added here with lights. If you go ahead and push this light button, you can engage these red lights that light up the woofers. If you push it again, it will engage the lights to flicker at the beat of the bass. Now, like I mentioned before, this device is quite heavy at just under 30 pounds. Luckily, Ion has seen fit to include a few handles. You have a handle on each side of the speaker, which does make it a lot easier to cart around, handle the extreme weight of this device. Now, they also have included a handle that's built into the top of the speaker. However, it's not quite as comfortable as the handles on the side of the speaker. Speaking of the top of the speaker, that's where you're going to find your FM AM radio antenna, a rubberized antenna, which is a nice change from the aluminum they had on prior models. That one just seemed to break all the time, so this is a nice and welcome change. You also have your USB charge out and your NFC pairing tag for easy pairing on Android devices. Moving to the rear of the device, we have dual bass ports. You do get quite a lot of bass because of those dual 10-inch woofers and quite a bit of air movement coming from those bass ports. We also have your auxiliary in, your mic input for PA uses, and it does take a standard plug to charge. However, Ion has also seen fit to include a DC charging option, and they have actually included an AC charger. So should you be on the road and this thing dies on you, you can easily power it up by plugging it into your car cigarette lighter and juice it up. So that's a nice little touch, something you definitely don't see often on these speakers. Now that about sums up all the features of the speaker. There are quite a bit. It is a massive speaker. Price wise, when it first came out, it was retailing at about 349 bucks. However, I have seen prices drop. I think the last time I saw it on Amazon, it was around 260, and I've seen it a little bit cheaper at Sam's Club. I know what you're thinking. How does it sound? Well, I'm not gonna make you wait any further, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the sound test.
that you try, baby, the further you fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world, oh, please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Yeah. Everything you know about me, baby, you gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Oh, 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 oh. Please, please, please don't tag me. Please, please, please don't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The harder that you try, baby, the further you fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world, oh, please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Yeah. Everything you know about me, baby, you gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Oh, 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 oh. Please, please, please don't tag me. Please, please, please don't tag me.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the monster Ion Road Warrior. Honestly, I had a lot of fun these past 2 weeks playing around with it, using it at the beach, using it at my Labor Day party that I had yesterday out in my backyard. And while it's not the best sound quality I've heard on a larger speaker, Ion has definitely improved on sound quality versus previous models that I've owned, like the Ion Job Rocker and the Ion Block Rocker. It's actually able to get all the way to max and still be listenable somewhat. However, it still suffers from very noticeable distortion once you hit that 80% and above mark. However, as you saw, even at 80% volume, that thing is able to get up to 112.4 decibels, officially making it the loudest portable Bluetooth speaker that I have ever tested. And that's just at 80%. The reason that I didn't go to max is because it just doesn't sound that good at max, and I really didn't want to blow out my ears in the small studio here that I'm recording in. It's just incredibly loud, and just because it doesn't sound that great at 100%, it wasn't worth it. But I just wanted to give you an idea, even that at 80%, where it still sounds decent, it can reach louder than any portable I've tested. Now, speaking of sound quality, as you heard in the outdoor test, it can definitely fill an outdoor area, large outdoor area, better than the Aiwa Exos-9 can. Had no problem filling out that backyard, whereas the Aiwa Exos-9, even at max at a distance, starts to get a little bit lost when compared to the Ion Road Warrior. However, the Ion Road Warrior has nothing on the Aiwa's sound quality. I definitely prefer the quality of sound coming out of the Aiwa versus the Road Warrior. Aiwa has better mids, cleaner, punchier bass than the Road Warrior does. The Road Warrior, the bass is big, but it's big and boomy. It's not as punchy or as detailed as I would have liked, like it is on the Aiwa Exos-9. Highs, on the other hand, are actually pretty good. I thought for sure that the highs would get kind of buried by that big boomy bass, but the highs actually are nice and present and pretty clear up until about that 80% mark. I think where it really lacks are in the mids. There's not a lot of detail in the mids, and given the fact that the mids are being played through that 10-inch, those dual 10-inch woofers, you're not gonna get much detail. However, that being said, the quality is still decent enough and plenty good enough if you're planning on using it for outdoor parties or outdoor gatherings. I mean, it actually sounds pretty good. All my guests that came over yesterday for my Labor Day barbecue thought it sounded really good, especially in large open areas. Like I said, this thing needs space to breathe. So it does much better in large open areas. If you confine it to a small area, it's not going to do as well. You're going to notice its imperfections in the sound in smaller, more confined areas, such as maybe your car, which I did try it out, and it was just too much to handle inside my car. However, it did improve when you roll down all four windows. So maybe this can be a
car stereo replacement for you. It definitely reminds me of my old subwoofer box that I used to have in my car's trunk when I was a teenager, early 20s. So it kind of brought back memories, and it's probably why I kind of like it. Even though the sound quality isn't as great or as good as I would hope, it's decent enough. And obviously for what it's meant for, it's a party speaker, outdoor party speaker, it does its job pretty good. Overall, I did like it, and price-wise, for $350, which is its normal retail, it is a bit expensive given that the sound quality isn't quite there compared to the Aiwa Exos-9. However, I have noticed that the price has dropped to around $260 on Amazon, and I've even seen it for under $250 at Sam's Club. At that price, I think it's very reasonable, especially for a big, powerful speaker that you can definitely use in any outdoor venue and be good to go. But anyway, guys, that wraps it up for this review. Be sure to stay tuned. I have the new Diamond Box Model M coming in this week, so you're not gonna wanna miss my first impressions and sound check. I can't wait for that one. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.